Hi and welcome to episode 4 of our awesome Scandinavian road trip. In last week's episode we made our way from the very top of Jutland down through the mainland of Denmark, visiting some cool Viking sites, went to see the Tolland man, good looking fella as he is, before ending up in the beautiful town of Middlefart for a couple of nights in their awesome motorhome facility. Just about to settle off from Middlefart. What an awesome place. So for your about 18 quid a night I think it was, excellent place to stop. Lovely spot looking over the harbour, great walks in short distance. If you've got your bikes, there's plenty around you to do and look at, and just a really sweet little town. So we're very happy we came here. It was a complete accident. We hadn't planned to come here other than the fact that we needed to empty our some of our grey and black waste and needed somewhere to fill up on water, so
very glad we did.
Yeah, really happy accident. So we just stopped off in Ladby. And Steph's very excited, as you can tell. What are you excited, Steph?
There's some sort of Viking ship remains.
She managed to accompany you to a Viking museum. Yeah, so in the Viking Museum in Ladby, and this one is important for the reason that it's the location of the only known Viking ship burial in Denmark. Pretty cool. We're just wandering over to the burial mound at the moment where they've left the ship actually in situ, which is pretty cool. And there's also a reconstruction here to look at as well. 80 kroner to get in, about 9 or 10 quid.
So we just passed over the really long bridge from Funen, I think, to Zealand. There's a toll. I just collected my few kroner up in change. Chris got into the card aisle.
Good job too.
Good job too, because it was like 380 Danish kroner. So I'm not sure how much that is, maybe about 30.
It's about 40 quid.
Nearly 40 quid. Oh my god! Ah! That's the most expensive toll we've ever been through. Better be worth it. I'm sure it will be.
So next up for us was Roskilde, and this is the home of the Danish Viking Ship Museum. So this is pretty cool. There are 5 ships on display, Viking age ships, or the remains thereof, and they're on permanent display in the museum, and they highlighted the collection, but there's also other sort of Viking stuff there as well. It's pretty cool to see these ships 1,000 years after they were sunk originally to create a barrier into the harbour, and well worth a visit. Yeah, so 160 Danish kroner each to get in, but I think it's about £18.50, something like that. It's sort of expensive, but then like, when do you see like
Five
Viking ships? Yeah, you know, it's not a run-of-the-mill thing to do. We luckily we can actually stay parked up about 150 yards that way from the museum, which we found a park for a night, which is cool. Looks like there's temporary additional parking they put in place for the summer, so yeah, we'll make the most of that tonight. And then city tomorrow. So yeah, I think like we must both be getting old, because the idea of going into a city, it does not hold the kind of the draw that it used to. Mind you, Copenhagen's supposed to be a really pretty place, so yeah, I am looking forward to going in there, but it comes along with sort of being really busy, really full on, lots of traffic, confusing sometimes in terms of driving and directions. So sometimes on days like this, when Steph isn't feeling sort of 100%, especially, I mean, we've seen 12 Viking ships today, of one type or another, reconstructed or not. But it's nice to go into a town or a city sometimes and just to see the difference from everything we see back home, because on face value a lot of towns and cities look the same, but if you get the chance to sit there and watch the world go by for a while, you start to pick out the differences, and that's when it gets really cool. So bizarrely, it turns out there's like a free event, like about 150 yards from where we parked, in the park, the public park in Roskilde tonight. Like full on, decent sized stage, plenty of equipment out. I don't really know who's playing or anything. Beer's okay, not too expensive. So we've just arrived at Copenhagen in the city camp, which is interesting. It's like a big field just full of campers. There's like dozens of.
We feel like we're at a rock festival.
Yeah, it's about 2 kilometers out of the city, so that's brilliant, really. So we're just going to get on the bikes and go in there now. 220 kroner per night, which is around about 22-23 quid, and it's extra if you want electric, but perfect like access to the city.
So we finally made it to Warpigs after riding what felt like around the entire of Copenhagen looking for a cycle shop, because my electric motor isn't working on my bike, which okay isn't a great problem, but the bike's really heavy. It's got a big battery on it and Chili's basket, and the frame's really heavy, and obviously haven't got oodles of energy anyway, so not ideal. But anyway, we made it here. Unfortunately we can't go into Warpigs with Chili, so we're outside, which is fine at the moment because it's not raining, but there's no shelter, so not ideal. Warpigs probably could do with something for people to sit under outside. Anyway, I'm absolutely starving, so I think in a minute we're going to get some amazing barbecue food.
This is Warpigs. This is Three Floyds and Mikkeller, their brew pub, which operates in Copenhagen, and apparently they really stunning barbecue food as well. And ever since I've seen this place, I've been dying to come here, so I'm absolutely made up bike issues notwithstanding, to be here to sample their wares. So next day, needless to say, there were plans for a little more craft beer action, but before that we worked up a thirst by cycling back into town and doing a little bit of touristy sort of looking around, including a trip to the National Museum of Denmark.
So, we're in the tap house. Chris is ordering the beer. Get flights of 5. So I've chosen mine. Let's see what happens.
So if you're not particularly decisive, a trip to the tap house could prove challenging. There are 61 taps of ever rotating beer on. As you can see though, you can get flights, so at least you can have 5 at a time. If you're feeling flush anyway. So both of us started strong, but Steph is playing the sensible card because we're going to cycle home on our powered vehicles.
Don't want to wipe out.
There's cycle lanes, who cares? Or like the rush hour traffic like gone home, probably.
Cycle lanes full of lots of other cyclists.
I mean, it'd be like 7 o'clock. If any other cyclists in those lanes, they'd be drunk. So hi everyone, that marks the end of our little journey around Denmark. I say the end, we are going to be coming back through here probably in about 7 or 8 weeks time, but won't be really touring then, it'll be more of a direct route back. But what an amazing place, really blown away. We were chatting to somebody yesterday and they said, like, nobody ever says I'm going to Denmark. Denmark's always on the way somewhere, and yeah, real shame because it is absolutely fantastic. So if you get the chance to come here, even if it is en route to somewhere else, make the most of it. It's a brilliant place. See you soon.